When your cat suddenly follows you everywhere, do you actually know what they're trying to say? Yes, it feels sweet, maybe even a little clingy, but behind that closeness, there's something deeper that most people miss. It's one of the most emotionally loaded things your cat can do. And if you ignore it, which most owners do, you might miss what they've been trying to tell you this whole time. Let's start with what that behavior really means. It's not curiosity, it's a decision. Have you ever noticed your cat trailing behind you from room to room, even when nothing interesting is happening? Most people think it's just curiosity, that your cat is bored or being nosy. But here's what's actually happening. Your cat isn't just wandering, they're choosing to stay close to you. Cats are naturally independent. They don't follow without a reason, and they don't give their attention away easily. So when your cat keeps showing up wherever you go, it's intentional. Behavioral scientists have observed that cats form selective attachments. They don't attach to everyone, they choose. And when they choose, it shows up in quiet behaviors like this. So when your cat follows you, they're not exploring your space, they're staying near you. Think about that for a second. In a world where cats value distance, your cat is choosing closeness. And by the way, if your cat ever suddenly stops following you after doing it consistently, don't brush it off. We'll come back to why that matters. There's a reason it's you. Have you ever wondered why your cat follows you but ignores everyone else? Most people assume it's because you feed them. But here's what's actually happening. A 2019 study from Oregon State University found that cats form secure attachments to their humans, similar to how babies attach to caregivers. But what makes this powerful is how that bond forms. It's not automatic. It builds over time through safety. Every calm interaction, every predictable routine, every moment where your cat feels secure around you, your presence becomes something their brain trusts. So when your cat follows you, they're not reacting to habit. They're orienting towards safety. Think about that for a second. Your presence regulates them. Where you go feels safe to follow. They're quietly making you part of them. Have you ever felt your cat brush against your legs as they follow you? Most people see it as a quick, affectionate gesture. But here's what's actually happening. Cats have scent glands around their face, tail, and paws. When they rub against you, they leave behind invisible pheromones. Researchers call this social scent marking. But here's what most people don't realize. It's not just marking territory.
It's marking belonging. Your cat is blending their scent with yours, creating a shared identity. Think about that for a second. In your cat's world, scent defines family. So every time they follow you and brush against you, they're saying, "You're part of me." This isn't just affection. This is connection being reinforced again and again. And hey, if this makes sense to you, hit like and subscribe. It helps us reach more cat lovers who actually want to understand what their cat is really saying. This behavior started long before you met them. Have you ever seen how kittens follow their mother? Most people never connect that to adult behavior, but here's what's actually happening. Following is a survival instinct. Kittens stay close to their mother to stay safe, to learn, to survive. And that instinct doesn't disappear when they grow up. It adapts. Instead of following their mother, they follow the one who provides safety, you. So when your cat walks behind you, room to room, they're expressing something ancient, something wired deep into who they are. Think about that for a second. Your cat sees you as a point of safety in their world. That's not small. That's everything. They don't do this for everyone. Have you ever noticed your cat ignoring other people but always staying near you? Most people think cats treat everyone the same. But here's what's actually happening. Cats are selective. They don't give trust easily. Studies on domestic cats show they distinguish between people based on consistency and emotional presence, which means they choose who they stay close to. So when your cat follows you but not others, that's a decision. Think about that for a second. Out of everyone in their environment, they chose you. Not just for food, but for how you make them feel. This is where most people get it wrong. They assume it's casual. But for your cat, it's personal. This is what most people never realize.
Have you ever thought about what your cat gives up when they follow you? Most people don't. But here's what's actually happening. Cats are wired to stay in control, to observe from a distance, to move on their own terms. Following you means stepping out of that control. It means adjusting to your movement, letting you lead. And that's not natural for them. Animal behavior research shows that when an animal chooses to align with another, it reflects trust. So when your cat follows you, they're lowering their guard. They're choosing connection over independence. Think about that for a second. That quiet presence behind you, that soft sound of paws following your steps, that's not just companionship, that's trust. Remember earlier when we said if this stops, it matters? This is why. Because something this deep doesn't just disappear for no reason. And when it disappears, pay attention. Have you ever realized your cat used to follow you, and now they don't? Most people ignore it.
They think it's nothing. But here's what's actually happening. A sudden change in this behavior can signal stress, discomfort, or even health issues. Behavioral scientists have observed that withdrawal is one of the earliest signs of distress in cats. Because when a cat doesn't feel safe, they don't move closer. They pull away. Think about that for a second. That absence, it's communication. Your cat doesn't have many ways to tell you something is wrong. So when a consistent behavior disappears, it matters. It always matters. So if your cat stops following you, don't ignore it. Pay attention, because something in their world has changed. So when your cat follows you from room to room, do you actually know what they're trying to say? It's not just curiosity. It's not just habit. It's not just something small. It's your cat choosing you, choosing your presence as safety, blending their world with yours, trusting you in a way that goes against their instincts. That's not a simple behavior. That's connection. And that quiet following, it was never small to them. And it shouldn't be small to you either.